Well, howdy doody, I think it's time to do a, Flip Flap Halloween style Flip Flap video on YouTube. I believe it is perfect, since I've already done these. You know, I've actually done maybe 12 or 13, so yeah, I can't believe it. I think I had 13 Halloween themed toys early on in September and October recently though, eh? And guess what? I'm actually making this video on the 31st of October, so hooray! Mobs have basically include a great big hashtag shouting out hashtag Halloween or hashtag Halloween 2021, but mind you, this is completely and utterly Halloween spectacular awesome. And one of my favourite toys, I believe though, was either Stan from Okage Shadow King, but the one I really like the most is the Snatcher. See that one there? That little purple beast? Isn't he just amazing? I mean, he looks really cool though. I mean, anyone can relate into the Snatcher by his total hilarity. Well, obviously he does look scary though, but he's spoopy. You know, spoopy, that's a word in relationship into comedy and horror at the same time though. But yeah, it actually is quite nice though. So yes, I've made 13 or 12 Halloween themed Flip Flap toys. But you may think, I'm done with Halloween themed toys, but no! Moving on to the other aisle where we have Trackmaster Proteus and Trackmaster Luke chugging along with their separate trains. Look at that! Look at that there! That is, of course, another substitute of Halloween 2021 themed toys. Now, call it as the last minute Halloween 2021 themed toys. Hooray! I've actually got 5 to unpack there, eh? But most of these I'll be showcasing just like the ones I did in 2019, but with a more pure Halloween taste into it, eh? Although I can see, you know, products that look almost similar to popular franchises there. Hopefully it's not Pokemon, because if it was Pokemon, I'll be sued by Nintendo. Okay? Sorry about you guys, eh? But, still suffering from the flu at the moment though, eh? Got a frog in my throat. But anyways, yeah, let's get on with it though, eh? So let's try and find, in fact I'm actually going to start off with the ones that I'm actually going to unpack. Actually, I would have thought 5, it's actually 4. Oh well, let's just start it with this one here. It's a Flip Origami Halloween 2021. Noticing on how completely and utterly different. And what's also strange is that it says generation 125.5. And it's a Flip Origami Buildable basic Halloween pirate ship decoration 5-pack. And I've actually collided with Proteus though, which isn't very nice. And it costs about it costs about £10 though, eh? And there's the artwork on what this ship would look like, eh? Its nickname is the Scavenging Seafarer. Oh, I like that nickname. Going to unpack this because I've done a boat video before, eh? But let's see how good or bad this ship is going to be turning out like, because I think this one might be completely terrible, but we'll just have to see. The sails, they all, I think, they actually look quite nice though. I think the thing I'm actually referring to are the masts, which are already glued in though, which in a sense, it's nice, you know what I'm thinking of, eh? You know, whenever you have things which are already attached, and when you've got these, it's actually much better. And there's the other sail here. Can't get rid of Halloween stuff, eh? I suppose. And I'm just hoping I can't have Halloween all year round, because obviously it wouldn't make sense if Halloween was all year round, eh? I mean, welcome to Halloween, eh? I mean, obviously we are in the 31st of October, GMT time, and yes, strangely enough, as I'm making this video though, the clocks have actually started to go backwards, which in a sense, you know, we're starting to lose a lot of daylight, and we're increasing a lot of moonlight, and strangely enough, nighttime is about to become a lot more frequent until the next March. But you know what? I can pretty much deal with that one, I suppose, eh? Yeah, it's I'm actually having trouble to basically fit in the sails. Let's see how they go, eh? I wonder how they fit in. I think the disappointing factor about the sails is that they actually don't actually I think there is a problem there. The sails just won't stay in their very similar positions though, which in a sense is it's quite sloppy though when when the sails sort of topple down like that. But you know what, it's not a bad looking flip-flap product though, eh? It's just the way it is. And also in that product that I'm reviewing at the moment though, look at that, the sails are just toppling over, eh? I might actually have to have a look at the details later on though on this ship. After I'm, pretty much done assembling this boat or ship, what we're going to call it, eh? So, yes, the ship is basically a jack-o'-lantern sort of shape. And there's the other side. Completely and utterly different shade of yellow there, I suppose, eh? And strange enough, I'm actually sitting where Trackmaster Luke and Proteus are pretty much situated in the same position now. And strange enough, it's quite precarious for a position like that, but anyways, let me try and assemble the box, because I think that's the main thing I need to do while trying to make boats and ships like that, I suppose. Let me put it like so. Get in. I also love that face detailing, eh? It's a bit of a Disney Pixar-esque with, makes me think of Cars there, and also the aesthetics look a bit like anime. It's like an anime version of Disney Cars there. But yeah, let me fit in. Let me plonk on the box and see how it goes. This may look quite nasty though, because I've got Trackmaster Luke. Oh my goodness me. I don't know how good or bad it would be there, eh? But yeah, I'm just hoping that this boat won't get destroyed. And if you're quite curious about the sails or the masts, or the sails that are plonked into the mast, I don't know if this is like the worst of the worst Halloween themed products I've made that I've ever came across there, and I'm pretty sorry about that though, aren't I? Because look at that, the masts just keep on falling off there, which in a sense it's just hopeless. But you know what? I think with mistakes along the way, there are things to be learned. And this ship really has learnt so much mistakes that, in fact, overall though, it's actually not that bad. I mean, the worst part I can definitely say are the masts. But I think the overall aesthetics of the ship, it's okay though. I'm not sure, I don't know if it's a good or a bad fit, eh? But at least it's doing the job there, I suppose. So if I fit in fully there, if I slot it together, and if I raise the masts and their sails together like so, it should be a winner, but not. Fail, fail, fail. It just doesn't want to work with me, eh? Oh, sort of. But I think the one fail aspect about this ship is probably the masts. They just keep on toppling off. Which in a sense, it's just the worst aspect for that product. But let's just take a look at the nice details of the ship. There you go. Look at this. It says, unboarding, or should I say, boarding people like ungrateful whelps. How weird is that one, eh? And there's the same information on the other side. Boarding people like ungrateful whelps. The scavenging seafarer. That's quite a cool nickname though, eh? It actually is quite a good interpretation of any other famous ship, but, well, good product there, eh? Good designs in the ship and the boat, but the sails and the masts. Well, the sails look nice there, eh? Because obviously, I think the masts on the ship were like, But you know what? I think the sails, they're actually quite nice there. They've got that sort of skull and crossbone sort of feature like that, I suppose, eh? Look at that. Yo, a bit of a pirate ship theme on the Halloween aesthetic. Here you go with the jack-o'-lantern sort of carving, like so, and you've got the crossbones like that. Same thing with the other one as well. It's literally the same artwork. Looks quite nice. And it looks quite beautiful, if you ask me, eh? I mean, overall, the toy quality, it's not that great though, but, I mean, the masts, well, I think the masts on the ship though, they just keep on toppling off though, which in a sense is a bad thing, eh? Because you want the ship to look a bit realistic, eh? But, nah, doesn't work, but the detailing on the ship is actually fantastic. So, why would a lavishly, nicely detailed product would fail in such way? And that's something that the Flap company would like to basically solve though, really, there. I suppose I think that one's done. I'll put that one like so, because I want to continue with my Halloween themed Flap toy, merry-go-round thingamajig. Next up, something almost completely nonsensical here. Oh god, not the flu. Yes, it's the Flap Origami Zombie Starfish, small 5-pack, £7. Hello, I'm Patrick, and I'm a zombie, and I want to eat your sauce. Okay, that was a bit weird of me, eh? Doing Patrick's impression. Maybe I mean, I've known it, but I think it was a bit terrible though. But let's take a look at the back of the packaging there, eh? I mean, I love the aesthetics of this toy packaging in the sense that it looks great. I wonder how good or bad the quality on the Halloween themed toys are. I think most of the time, whenever you go into stores in the UK and other places in the world, they just, you know, sell cheap Halloween stuff. Obviously, whenever I think of Halloween stuff, they are frightfully cheaply made, although they're pretty much sold at a stupid high price. Must be a lot of money of making this sort of rubbish. But these toys are excellent. So here's Zombie Patrick Star, looking all very zombie-esque. And it reminds me of the zombies that you play in Roblox. A little bit like, you know, Zombie Rush. That one game in Roblox. I mean, can't I just stop talking about Roblox and move on to something else, eh? Because, you know, that's what these guys are meant to be like, I suppose. They're zombie starfish. I mean, you can't go wrong. And that's the way they are, though. But, they are quite nice in the way they are, I suppose. It looks pretty nice, though, eh? Whenever you have starfish that look like Patrick, you know, with a zombie eyes sort of possessed like face, it looks good. Quite amazing at times though, eh? And I love the detailing like that. And this one here, oh my god, crikey, look at the absolute detailing that I've actually added into this zombie Patrick Star, obviously, eh? Here's the back of him, obviously. I mean, it's not a bad product, but why would you have zombie-ified? Why would you have starfish in a Halloween theme? That doesn't make any sense. You see, Flap can make anything, you know, completely nonsensical though whenever it comes into Halloween, like zombie starfish. I mean, why? Why would you have zombie starfish though? I mean, it's appropriate to have, you know, starfish in Christmas because of stars, but why frickin' zombie starfish for Halloween time? I don't get it. It just makes no sense. How weird is that? But, oh well, any animal can take part in Halloween time, no matter how abstract they look, eh? Because Halloween isn't always about being evil and being scary, though. It's about having fun and gathering together as well, eh? Well, the fun part of it. Actually, I might do these two away, though, because I'm pretty much done with those two products, eh? Oh god, not the flu again, eh? What a nightmare. Oh god. Yuck! Oh, gross. I don't know about you, but it's going to be an absolute nightmare. See what I did there? Of a toy review. Because I've got, you know, apart from these two Flap products to review, but look at the amount of stash that I've been making so far this week. I'll come back to those later on in this video, eh? But, let's move on to this one here. It's a Flap Origami Halloween 2021, Generation 125.5. Decorative BAT-kenstein Frankenstein Bat models 5-pack. and it costs about £7.99 or £8. And what I've actually realised is that the way they did Flap Origami, the logo for origami is actually gone a bit different now, I suppose, eh? Instead of the archetypal Sharpie pen sort of design, they've gone for more of a pencil sort of design, which I think is a bit, well, it's a bit wrong for me, eh? Because, well, it's not really that, you know, HD looking, though. I suppose they are the bats at the back of the packaging, eh? Almost rhymes, isn't it, there, eh? Or should I say that's the bat of the packaging, eh? See what I did with the, play upon words, eh? That's a bit of a pun, eh? There you go. These bats are all in Frankenstein colours, which is quite nice. And strangely enough, I don't know why these products are going to be best before the 3rd of November of 2021. How unsurprising is that? Okay, let's go ahead and unpack this. And see what we've got. Oh, yes. Look at that. This is pretty awesome, eh? I could have done that zombie starfish and did Patrick's voice and going, brains! Brains! But those ones there are Frankenstein bats. There you go, a bit of yellow teeth on the front, eh? Looks quite nice. Like so. There you go, looks quite scary looking as well. Jack-o'-lantern colours, of course, with orange and greyish black and yellow teeth. Looks quite nice, actually. I mean, I can't be that, you know, extremely harsh about it, though. I can be extremely placid and complacent about some things I really like and dislike about the most, though. But there you go. There's the next one there. I think the best thing about about these toys is that with bats, you can actually make them into an accordion and then give them the bat-like appearance like so. Woohoo! Strangely enough, this one doesn't have any teeth, which is a bit disappointing, but nevertheless, it's quite a nice looking bat-themed product. It's got Frankenstein sort of design. Hopefully it doesn't refer to the Nazis, though, by that actual design, I suppose, eh? Because you know why. Let's not jump into that sort of propaganda, though, but you know what? It looks quite nice. I mean, it does look quite scary, but there's no teeth, which in a sense is a bit disappointing, though. But nevertheless, it is alright, though, to be that scary, though, eh? Especially without teeth. Now, next up is this one here. Looks like a bloodthirsty looking Frankenstein bat. Makes me think of a vampire by looking at that one, eh? I want to suck your blood. I'm not very good on these European accents, though, but there you go. It's quite a cool looking orange-eyed. Yes, it's got orange eyes. Yes. And also the ears as well. They also look quite orange looking as well. So is the well, the teeth are more red actually, I suppose. I thought they were orange for that other second, I suppose. But yep, that bat looks completely and utterly bright green, obviously. And then you've also got this one here, which looks like, it makes me think of watermelon by that colour though, eh? I wonder why I'm thinking of red and green as a bit of a tropical sort of watermelon themed colour. Yet again, it's a Halloween theme, so you can't complain about that one, eh? Actually, it's quite nice, but there's not much detailing on this side compared to that side there. I would have preferred it if there were, like, you know, both sides having two sides of actual detailing like so, but nah, doesn't seem to work for that one, no, eh? But yet again, that's what Halloween 2021 is all about. You can just make products like so to be spooky and scary, but you can't just pretty much do it perfectly all the time. And it's, you know, horribly perfect, to be honest, eh? To be that sloppy at times. And last but not least, a purple bat. With what it looks like to be a yellow-eyed, sort of yellow teeth, fangs looking vampire Frankenstein bat, whatever it is. And you can just simply pose the wings like that. You can just do it like some sort of an accordion, and to give it the bat sort of esque style. There you go. Looks quite nice. There you go, looking very nice. And obviously they've got the same designs as those penguins though from Penguin Cop World. As a bit of a trivia matter of fact for you, eh? Very similar to those penguin-like designs. I mean, strange, isn't it, that one, eh? Having bats with similar designs to penguins. But you know what? I've just made a bit of a derailment though. Sorry, Luke. But that's what for Flap toys are pretty much all about though, eh? At least. But I have to say it looks quite nice. At least the bats have brushed their teeth though, in a sense that, you know, I have seen toys with such atrocious moulding and atrocious artwork of teeth. But you know what? Let me just move on to this product here, which is not really that much of a nonsensical sort of Halloween themed product though, but when you mess something though, which is, you know, a bit nonsensical though, like ducks and geese, it does look a bit nonsensical, but not really nonsensical when you add a bit of a Halloween twist into it though, eh? Oh god. Not that flu thing again, eh? But anyways, it's a Flap Origami Halloween 2021, generation 125.5, £9.95, ducks and geese in Halloween style 5-pack. And what's also quite interesting about this toys is that it's a special edition. £9.95, that's the price of it there, eh? Hey look, it's Dr. Frankenstein. Now we've got Frankenduck. Sorry, I can't show you that the artwork there in the correct position, because you know why? I've got Trackmaster Luke right in front of me, eh? Taking over my freaking videos. And there's the back of the packaging there, like so. We've got some more Halloween aesthetics. But yeah, really, eh? Actually, it is quite nice. There you go, there's the back of the packaging like so. Looking quite marvellously scary and spooky though, but these guys, they don't actually look quite scared. I mean, why? Why aren't they naturally scared of themselves, or why aren't they naturally, like, you know, snarling and a very scary impression to us per se? But we do have some cool images of some ghosts, because we've got some geese with, you know, assets of geese, or ghosts, or ghouls, we're going to call them out. And you've also got the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, like so, like that. And I think I did that. Oh my goodness me, though, but oh god, my legs! But you know what, they're fine. I can still move, but my legs are aching now. At least I won't be turning into a zombie though after that one, eh? But there you go. That's the jack-o'-lantern, like so. Or pumpkin, whatever we're gonna call it, eh? Okay, let's just go ahead and practice and see what we've got. I think that's pretty much about it though, eh? Hopefully after doing these types of toys, I'll be able to have a look at some more of those Halloween toys like so in this video. But, let's take a look. There you go, we've got, ooh, I think the first one I'm going to be taking a look at are these ghouls, which is like a ghoulish goose. I don't know if I can easily separate the two words together, eh, but it is quite a nice looking aesthetically, sort of Halloween themed toy, which in a sense, I think if I remember, I think whenever I think of ducks in Halloween time, I used to remember Morrison's did a skeleton duck, a sculpture of a skeleton themed duck for Halloween decorations. But it actually looks quite interesting, I suppose, eh? And here's the other one next. Looking all black on the head and neck, but on the tail it's a bit white, like so. But nevertheless, it is quite nice. Same big design. Reminds me of a grey like goose by the looks of the head and stuff like that one, eh? And see what it looks like. There's no name. That's bad, eh? But hang on, I think I do have a very good name there. But let me just take a look at the ducks next though before I can add the name of the goose. Actually, yes, I could try and think of a name there, eh? But it looks quite cool, eh? This one here is a look at that. I don't know if you actually realised it, but Trackmaster Proteus has actually derailed and came off the rails. Oh dear, that's not really a nice thing to see though, eh? When planes get derailed. But it's nice when the hand of God comes in to save the day. Well, let's see how it goes. There you go, Luke. I mean, Proteus, say. Oh my goodness me. I think... Oh my god. Anyways, let's just continue on doing onto this toy video, eh? Because Well, not really that lavishly, you know, trying to do toy reviews like that, but, this Halloween, toy review is going to be like their own Trackmaster Proteus is actually do well though, eh? Sorry I caught you Luke though before, eh? But, oh my goodness me. Why in the flipping heck are you derailing? Get back there on the tractor, eh? And, get your carriages sorted out, eh? Oh, crikey, this is going to be a long video, I suppose, eh? But, with that being said, let me just take a look at this duck here, eh? It's got a bit of a very weird grumpy impression there, eh? Quite expressive with that grumpiness. This one here is called, I don't know what that duck is called, but this one here is called Shadduck. The Shadow Duck. How cool is that one, eh? Makes sense to have a bit of, you know, a bit of black, a bit of grey. Looks like a cursed version of Daffy Duck from those fucking Looney Tunes cartoons, whatever we're going to call them, eh? And next up we've got, I thought I was going to say the Incredible Duck though, but it's not Hulk, but it's just Frankenstein though, eh? But the reason why it's actually looking like, well, obviously it does almost look like some sort of real duck though, but let's just hope not. It actually isn't that bad, I suppose, eh? Going by the evilness and all that stuff. And, hopefully, with that being said, as long as it doesn't look like a realistic duck, like a mallard duck of some sort, I think it looks quite nice. And makes sense to be a Frankenstein duck because it's called Duckenstein. How cool is that one, eh? And actually, there is a character there. I think there's that TV show. Oh, what's that TV show called with Donald Duck's how do you say it? Siblings say. Is it DuckTales? I think they've got like a Halloween character called, well, Count Duckula though. Maybe like some sort of vampire duck there of some sort. I think that's how I can remember, eh? And this one here is a Quack-O-Lantern. Great pun, eh? You know, it's a jack-o'-lantern type duck. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And I think with this goose, I don't know what name I'm going to have now, I suppose, eh? Oh, I suppose it's going to be like some sort of ghastly goose, I suppose, eh? Actually, I might try and, what's the name, I suppose, eh? I think it's going to be like some sort of ghastly ghost, or ghastly goose, we're going to call it, eh? Or ghastly ghost goose, eh? There you go. It's the ghastly goose. And I called it Goosely because obviously whenever I think of goose and ghost, well, they sort of almost sound the same, but they're quite different though, eh? And this one's got purple wings there, I suppose, eh? But I think this one here also has purple wings though, but not much purpleality, if that's a real word, compared to this one here, which is actually quite interesting. And this one actually is a lot more purple and white compared to this one here, because that one's got like black on the front, you know, on the neck and the head there, I suppose, eh? And it looks quite nice, especially with the orange carrot-like beak on its head there, eh? Anyways, I think that's it for Halloween themed ducks and geese. Well, at least it wasn't that bad there, eh? But it's just my performance, so that isn't that great. Now, it's time to take a look at those Halloween themed toys, like so, which are of course going to be the ones which are indeed very similar to the ones I did back in 2019. And of course there's actually quite a lot of Halloween themed toys. They don't have packagings and things like that one, eh? So after that tedious moment of me unpacking for that toys, and you know what I'm doing at the moment though, eh? I'm just stretching my legs because you know what? I've been pretty much suffering so much in the Halloween toy review of purgatory, but you know what? Let's just keep going because we don't want to have anything completely and utterly nonsensical here. The first one I've actually made was a zombie arm and a hand, like so. Perfect for Halloween decorations, I suppose, eh? Looks like it's covered in a whole bunch of zombie skin and a bit of blood as well, eh? And it looks quite spooky and scary, even though it doesn't look like that great in quality though, eh? It is a zombie hand though, whenever I think of of it, of course, it looks actually quite nice. And, yeah, it actually looks quite interesting, although it's quite a big bendy. It looks like a spoon, or a fork of some sort, eh? Thank God it's not a knife. But yes, it looks like a zombie hand, eh? And it looks like the, oh my goodness me, it looks like the pinky is actually gone a bit chopped off though, I suppose, eh? I mean, it is a zombie hand, eh? But I suppose it's like some sort of weird cartoon sort of zombie hand, I suppose, eh? Okay, looking quite nice and abstract though, eh? Next one up is a, oh wow, look at that. I'll come back to that one here, eh? Later one there, eh? It's a jack-o'-lantern with bat wings. So it's a flying pumpkin. So you can sort of, you know, move back and forth and the bat pumpkin will flap its bat wings, like so, eh? Like so. Obviously, jack-o'-lanterns are meant to ward off evil spirits, even ghosts. There's the back of the jack-o'-lantern bat doodah. It looks quite cool. There's the stem. Hopefully it's not an antenna, I suppose, though. It's going to be a stem, I suppose, though. It looks quite cool. And if I show you, that's the face. Typical jack-o'-lantern face. I mean, it's not the worst of the worst of that toys I've made there, but oh no. Oh no, Trackmaster Luke is derailed. Crikey, I bet it was the Snatcher's fault, the small Snatcher's fault, though, eh? Oh my goodness me, I'll come back to that one there, eh? That jack-o'-lantern toy, eh? Naughty Snatcher, naughty! And look what you made to Trackmaster Luke! Oh my crikey, look at that, he's about to derail though. I just hope he gets back on the rails though, eh? But you know what, don't worry. And once he comes close enough, eh? We've got the hand of God shot to come close. To come with it, I suppose, eh? Let me grab Luke. In you go! Away! Problem solved. Okay, let's go back to the jack-o'-lantern type pumpkin doodah, eh? With bat wings, eh? I suppose. Here you go, looking all nice and orange and yellow, that colour combination, I suppose. And it looks quite good, in a sense, though, eh? But the thing I really don't like is that whenever it's glued on, though, there's bits that haven't been glued on there. Like, there are some fringes of paper, though. You know, whenever I see seams like that, it tells me that the toy hasn't been glued on that well. But then again, though, these problems will be sorted after, though, by future models, though. For Halloween 2022, I suppose, eh? If it's going to be confirmed or not. Marvellous. Okay, going back to the small Snatcher. Look at that! It's the small version of the Snatcher! Hooray! Woo! In fact, what I might do is I might, how do you say it, let the webcam escape from the train set and pretty much go ahead and compare it with the big Snatcher, which is, of course, that big dude there. Okay, so it's that one there. Sorry if I'm holding him quite sloppily though, eh? Because I'm a bit terrible at doing that one, eh? But you know what? The coast is clear. And you know what? Let's go ahead and pull the webcam and bring all that Halloween stuff onto the top of the bed, because I hopefully get along the way that I'm doing, because that could be a bit more easier, more so than what I actually expect. Oh yes! Up on the top of the bed, eh? Hooray! Okay, let me just bring up the small version of the Snatcher. There you go, there's the small Snatcher like so. There you go, looking like it's a bit of a cheaper version of, well, the hands, I suppose, and the arms look quite different. In fact, it's not as, well, lavishly detailed compared to this big version of the Snatcher, eh? And I'm just so glad I can make, you know, this one here as that one. It looks actually quite small, I suppose. So if I compare it, if I put it straight down into the floor, then you're about to see the comparison of your life. And crikey, it's going to be completely and utterly awesome. Maybe it isn't, maybe it is. But I'll just put the Snatcher like so. Let me just put it right onto the train set like that. Oh god. Look at that, the Snatcher looks like he's chilling on a beach. Imagine if you had some sort of, you know, igloo though, with frozen goods though, along the way. And if I put the small version of the Snatcher, you can just see it's a very, very weird downsized sort of product though, eh? In fact, he looks less likely detailed compared to this big one here. And I'm just so glad I can just make a baby version of the Snatcher. And what's also quite strange is that this version of the Snatcher also has, like, you know, it's actually got a very different shade of purple. Look at that. Look at this diminutive, miniature little fellow, eh? I have to say it's a nice small action figure whenever I think of it, I suppose, eh? You can do things like that, I suppose, eh? Whoa. And like the other big Snatcher I had a look at recently, though, you can actually sort of make him fly through the sky, though, as if he was a ghost. It'll be pretty much, you know, soaring up in the air and stuff. But you know what? That's quite nice, though, eh? But the Snatcher is not a ghost. Actually, whenever I think of the Snatcher, he's actually not a true ghost. He's only like, you know, a freaking phantom shadow thingamajig, whoever he is. But there you go. That's the there you go. That face. At least the face. Well, it's a little sloppy though. But at least I tried my best to make it look like the Snatcher. But that's all I can do. But you know what? Still quite a nice looking model. And next product I'm going to take a look at is this. It's supposed to be like one of these ghost stones. It looks like a ghost with a little green antenna though, or stem. So it might be some sort of ghost chili pepper. It looks pretty obviously ironic though. Well, not really ironic, but looks like I get the pun of having a ghost chili pepper when you've got like a ghost. Okay, there you go, there's the pixelated eyes. Strangely enough, looking a bit more kawaii-esque. A bit like a chibi anime style. Ghost chili pepper ghost, obviously. And it is quite a good Halloween pun though, because, you know, there is a pepper called the ghost chili pepper. And then, you know, which is quite hot and spicy. It'll burn your tongue like so. Make me feel like that you'll be engulfed in flames and whatnot. In fact, it would make you feel like engulfed in flames though when you eat ghost chili peppers. And it looks quite nice. Oh crikey, so I love the arms as well. Looks like a ghost from Pac-Man whenever I think of it, eh? You know, the Pac-Man ghosts. How cool is that one, eh? And then we've also got like a couple of bats really though, eh? And we've also got this one here. It looks like some sort of weird bat that looks like that. Obviously some of these models are quite a bit cheap and cheerful and a bit cheesy at times, so there's no reason to be cheesed off really though, eh? There you go. It does stand quite nicely though, but I'm not going to stand that toy up like so perfectly though, because, you know, I don't have time. But you know what, it is actually quite a nice looking model of a devil-tailed fruit bat, or a devil fruit bat. It looks like Satan though, mashed up with a fruit bat. There you go. A cool looking devil-tailed fruit bat in all of its red satanic glory. There you go, there's its grey looking nose. Look at that. I mean, why in the frick would it have some sort of weird floppy nose? That's weird, eh? It reminds me of how gargoyles used to be like in sculptures and stuff like that one, eh? You know, whenever I think of gargoyles, that's also quite a good looking Halloween thing though. Oh my goodness me, I wonder why am I thinking of Halloween too much though, eh? I'm thinking I'm getting a bit of a Halloween, you know, whenever I think of Halloween though, it gives me some sort of weird Harry Potter sort of vibe into it though, eh? You know, you know, talk about, you know, magic spells and jump scares and absolute terror and all that stuff like that one, eh? Okay, apart from the devil bat though, eh, which has got very good looking, orange looking eyes, which are quite as, not as quite evil as it is. Oh, sorry about the flu cough, but luckily enough it looks quite nice. That fruit bat. And then you've also got this one here, which is, I presume, it's a witch bat. Oh, look at that, it's a witch bat, everyone, look at that. It looks quite cool. And the tails, of course, a broomstick. In fact, it's actually quite a nice hybrid though, a witch bat. How about that one, eh? There you go, looks quite cool. The witch hat in it there as well, and the witch-like snarly looking nose. Pretty nasty and gnarly looking, that witch. There you go, there's the eyes. Freaking out. In fact, it looks so cool. Pretty cool, eh? To be this sort of menacing and mean and a bit snarky and snarly at times, especially witches, I suppose, eh? Look at that. Look at that snarly looking nose. Looks like a bit of a freaking elephant's trunk on the front of its nose. But yes, it is of course a witch bat. I like it. I like it a lot. I would have preferred it if it was more black than grey, because you know, if it was more black, it would have been a lot more, well, spooky and scary and a bit more Halloween aesthetic taste into it though, eh? It would have been so much better if there was so much into it though, eh? But yeah, actually looks quite nice though, eh? And there's actually quite a few Halloween themed toys that I've actually got, like so. I've got this one here, which is of course, what is that? Is that supposed to be some sort of pumpkin-headed ghastly scarecrow? I don't know what it is. It looks like a ghost, it looks like a scarecrow, it looks like a pumpkin, a humanoid form of a ghost slash pumpkin. It's like a ghastly sort of pumpkin, I suppose, eh? Forming like some sort of, well, pose that looks like that. It's not a T pose, but maybe I should call it the A pose or the V pose, but I don't know. It's not the worst of Halloween themed products like so, because, you know, that's what Halloween themed products are going to be like though, eh? A bit dilapidated and a bit like a derelict and, you know, all that stuff, looking all pretty rough and ready though, but that's what Halloween's meant to be all like though, I suppose, eh? I mean, welcome to Halloween. Of course, I'm making this video around Halloween time though, which is of course quite nice though, eh? The 31st of October. Boo! Oh! No, I've fallen down into the floor, and I've been doomed. Well, I'm not doomed, but I fell down to the floor. And guess what? You know what that also means? I don't even get myself the chance for next year. Well, of course you have a nice chance for next year. You've just had a little nasty accident there, you little frickin' jack-o'-lantern slash pumpkin scarecrow ghost thing, whatever you're gonna be like there, eh? And last, but by no means least, there's a great big spider! Because where I live, especially in Australia, but as I'm living in the UK actually though, eh? Well, our spiders aren't that dangerous though, eh? But where I live, everything's spiderific! It's got like a skull on the abdomen, and on the front of the thorax, there's its head with fangs, and the sensors or the feelers on the front though, eh? It looks like a bit of a skeleton themed spider though, eh? Also looks like those spiders out of Lake Ninjago. Crikey, that is actually quite a nice looking design. I also like that very cool looking white bit at the back of its abdomen, eh? Which is actually quite nice. And we've just gone through 10 o'clock there, which is actually quite nice, I suppose, eh? And the eyes, well, they look a bit scarlety-esque though, eh? Well, not completely and utterly red, but it is what it is. Nice and scary at times indeed. I love the 8 legs. I mean, one of the best things about this spider is that it's also got licensing info. Look at that. That's something that a lot of toys don't often have there, I suppose, eh? But one of the best things that you can do is that you can wear it as some sort of, you know, hat. You can actually put it onto someone's head, give them arachnophobia as a bit of a fright or a prank. Or, in this case, you can actually wear them. You can actually wear it yourself. Wear that spider to a Halloween party, and then you can go trick-or-treating with that spider. It's like a pet whenever you think about it though, eh? Wow. It is absolutely amazing indeed. And in fact, this is so nice at the best of times, having like a spider with 8 white legs, a skull on the front of its thorax as a head, and the abdomen pattern. Look at that, look at the skull. Crikeys, look at that cool looking skull at the front. Or should I say the back? It is just amazing. Well, sorry about the rough and readiness though, as I was talking so much in this Halloween themed video, eh? But I think that's it really though, as I'm making this video so far, eh? And I have to say that making all that Halloween goodness must have been completely and utterly tough to do it so, eh? Hopefully when I do Halloween of 2022, I'm not sure how much I can repeat, you know, the processes on what I did for Halloween of 2021. But I have to say, Halloween 2021 was a nice and massive milestone of course, an event or a celebration. Sorry about the flu though as well, as I've still got a cough and a fog in my throat. But anyways, if you really enjoyed in this spectacular video, please give this video a great like, subscribe for more Flap videos in the future, especially for Halloween though. But if you want to see more Halloween stuff for next year, please be very patient though, because I can tell you what though, as I'm pretty much old, I can still foresee the future that I'm looking forward to make more Halloween stuff. But anyways, hope you all guys have a nice happy Halloween, and I hope you guys are going to have a spectacular day, as beautiful as it sounds. Beautiful, yep, that's what ghosts think, that when things are beautiful, everything is beautiful. Anyways, hope you really enjoyed this very spooky video. As always, thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye for now!